Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I'm going to show you how to draw something like this, and you can make variations of it very easily. It's really pretty simple. If you want to take a screenshot of that right there, that's what we're going to make. Let me let me bring that in a little closer. I'm going to work in the center of the page as I always do. I'm going to take an ellipse, holding down the control button to make it perfect. I'm going to hit the plus key on the keyboard, and I just want a little sliver. So I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool and fill that in. Now, you don't have to use that particular shape. We can change it. Let's go left click, right click. Holding down the shift key, I'm going to make it a little skinnier. You can see how I can make it skinnier. I didn't click when I did it. And that might be a little bit too skinny, so I'm going to hold down if you hold down the shift key, it will make it from both directions. Now, hit P to put it in the center of the page. Take a triangle about that big and rotate it 45 degrees. And then let me zoom in here. Take that triangle and grab the four-sided cross arrows and have it snap to. Make a duplicate of that and have it snap to. Now let's weld this together so it's all one piece. We're still working in the center of the page. Control D, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. Now I'm actually going to weld it again so that piece is kind of solid. And then from here you can do almost anything you want to do. If you see here, I've got 3 lines, and then I broke up the center line. But just I suggest using your 3-point curve line, and I'm going to go from that node to that node, and then I'm going to put a little curve to it. And then I'm going to go back to that same one and kind of go to the midpoint, and then I'm going to make one more. Make sure you're on that. Well, it doesn't matter. Now I am going to cut this line out, so that's all one piece. I'm going to take a couple of 2-point lines, and I'm going to hit P to put it in the center of the page. Control D, make a duplicate and make it 90. I'm in the way a little bit, but it doesn't matter. That's all I need right there. Now, group this together, Control G. I'm going to use a different color this time. Take your Smart Fill tool, and let's do it in orange. And I'm going to click in these 4 pieces of orange. And then from there, you can choose and pick which one you want to do what to. We'll go with this one first. Let's take the interactive fill tool and let's swipe across it, put a little darkness there. Then I'm going to take the very outside one and put a little darkness there. Now the other one, I'm going to go the opposite direction. Now I'm way too dark. That's what happens when you pick it with the pick tool. I suggest you always pick it with the pick tool. Now let's make these not quite as dark. So I'm going to bring this orange in a little bit more. Now, if you pick this last one with your pick tool, it makes life a lot easier with your interactive fill tool because you've already got it picked. Let's put this is what I was saying. I didn't hit the box. You could make this your own and make it whatever color you want. Now I've got black on both ends. I'm going to take my orange and put a little black. So I've got like oranges and blacks going all over. That looks pretty cool. Now, the reason let me see what my nudge factor is. Let's make it like 10 inches. I grouped this together, if you remember, so I can get out of the way. Now let's group this together, Control G, Control D, my alternate C to make it rotate from that corner. If you don't have that, you can put it right there on the corner. And we're going to rotate it 90 degrees. And you really never know what you're going to get. That's pretty cool, the center part. So I've got some lines in there, but later on, we're going to use those lines to our advantage. I'm going to Control G to group that. Let me get this out of the way. And now at this time, I can make it a little smaller. Now I'm going to take the two shapes, and if you have snap to on right here, make sure you have snap to object on. It makes life real easy if you will take that four-sided cross. And now see, we're kind of going down a hill, but I didn't want that, but I'm going to show you how to fix that. Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it. Well, let's don't duplicate it yet. Let's bring in an indexing line. Let's turn on our indexing lines and have it snap to that node. Now I'm going to take this and double click and move the rotation to that node. And then I can get it like straight up and down or perpendicular to the ground. Let's turn off our indexing lines. Let's Control G to group, Control D to duplicate. I would probably already was grouped together, but it never hurts. See how it just snaps to it? And if you get it right the first time, it will look like that. Now you can still take a screenshot of that, but let's put a black box around this. Excuse me. Go up to Object, Order, Back a Page, and that's pretty cool. Now you can see a bunch of lines, but let's make the lines more visible. Let's take them all and make them black. There is a way to get rid of those lines, but look at that. It kind of extenuates this looks really good. I like this one. Now I could have got rid of these lines, before we did that, just by nudging a little bit. But you could have white lines. You wouldn't probably want that. You could just go the orange lines, and that looks pretty good. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.